They're probably shocked by it. They're like, well, that's crazy. Wow. Ilhan Omar was asked, do you feel like Hasan is a good campaign manager or campaign surrogate? What does she say? The only one that is true is anti-gay. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I'm a foe. I can't even like respond jokingly to shit. Jake Tapper setting up your most hater ass blunt rotation for the show tomorrow too. Oh my goat. Oh my God. Corbin is going to have a hard fucking time with this panel. Jesus Christ. I don't know who Kristen Soltis Anderson is. I guess Echelon Insights. That's a pollster. So she's probably not terrible, but we got literally Scott Walker and Neera Tanden. Oh, this is going to be a panel of whoo. But Corbin's the man. He's actually very good. Corbin Trent's the man. He'll cook. I also saw something very strange. I found something. Bill Maher likes Abdul El Sayed, which is kind of remarkable. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what's going on, dude. I think it's very weird. It could have been the fact that he did the Taylor Swift dance thing, you know, to show how he's not like a scary Muslim guy. He's like a teddy bear that white people could be not scared by, you know? Or maybe he heard the Roger memes and he was like, oh my God, this guy's the funniest. This guy's a real comedic talent, you know? I just don't know what it is. Maybe it's because he's hot. I'll take it. I don't give a fuck. Maybe it's because Abdul said he's a capitalist. Abdul was like, yeah, I'm a capitalist. I love capitalism. And Bill Maher was like, maybe that's what it takes. You could just run around and have the Bernie platform, because that's Abdul's platform, is the Bernie platform, right? Which is a social democratic platform. It's a modest social democratic platform. And as long as you say you're like love capitalism, it's just, you know, gotten a little out of hand or something, people are like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Another day, another
every hour of the day. Fox News is talking about us. Fox News is talking about the DSA. Fox News is talking about me, saying that we're terrifying. They have Democratic consultants that they could bring on to actually attack us as well, to make it seem like the actual voters oppose this worldview, to make our worldview seem toxic. It's all hands on deck right now. Do not fall victim to this kind of propaganda. We will win. We will get out on the other side of this victorious, and we will deliver an agenda that centers the needs of the working class in this country. And we'll continue fighting for it no matter what. Every hour of the day.
Okay. Are our edits getting better? Is that what's going on? I feel like the edits are maybe getting better. Anyway, Todd Planch confirmed. Hormuz deal. U.S. out of ammo. Straight close. Public enemy number one. Hong Dynasty. Get in now. Saturday Fun Day is imminent. Do we have a blast off meme? Hit the bong for Hong, chat? Yeah. Did you see Van Lathan went on CNN to talk about your Hamas-Israel take and didn't back down? Let's go. My goat Van was on CNN on Iran for later breaking. Israel is preparing independent attacks on Iran without the U.S. That is that's not going to happen. No shot. That would be the dumbest fucking thing that Israel could do. That'd be really funny. I don't think they're going to do that. But who knows? Who knows where we're at this point? That actually kind of came out of nowhere. That is surprising. Do you guys have a blast off meme, please? Do we have a blast off meme, please? Cute blast offs. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Thank you. Those are cute. Cutie patootie blast offs. Let's go. But yeah, we need more aura edits. We need more aura edits, chat. That's what we need. We need more aura edits pronto. Stat. Normie Libs loved the comeback that Abdul had for Trump shitting in his diapers in the White House. That was good. I mean, he's just cooking. He's just cooking. I hope he doesn't like go too crazy. You know what I mean? Because come on, guy. He's Egyptian. He's just Egyptian. Okay. If y'all have never met an Egyptian American man, you are meeting one right now on the timeline for the first time ever. He's just like, that's all this is. Everybody thinks like, oh my God, he's such a unique, charismatic talent. It's like, nah, he's just Egyptian. That's it. Yeah, Egyptians got jokes. That's all they got for the most part. Nowadays, they're occupying. I think the Van Lathan clip got auto-modded. You need to open my logs to see. Huh. Interesting. I don't know why it got auto-modded, but... Abdul stealing all the dad jokes? Yeah, he's cooking. He's cooking with the dad jokes. By the way, speaking, our boy is top. Okay, top dog. Top of the leaderboard right now. Absolutely cooking. Absolutely cooking. Number one on AgBlue. $2.8 million in approximately a day. Like, it's just an unfathomable amount of number. And let's be real, he's going to need it. He's going to need it. We might do maybe we'll do another fundraiser if there's like any need at any point. We might do some with them potentially. Because like, let's be real, AIPAC is going to dump boatloads. AIPAC already has dumped boatloads into this race. They're going to double down, most likely. It's really interesting, like being more involved in races and getting to see underneath the hood. I have developed so much cynicism. Like here, one of the things that I bet you guys have never really thought about, I certainly never did, was the fact that like if you actually fundraising is everything in this game. It's everything in this game. How much, like you from the outside and myself included, oftentimes discount the importance of fundraising in Washington, D.C. and the importance of like how much money a campaign has. It's everything. All of these other like national groups, they look at how much you are capable of fundraising, small dollar donations and whatnot. But fundraising is still very much, even on the like the populist left side of elections, everybody looks at numbers. Everybody looks at fundraising. And fundraising is actually unbelievably important because it can actually stave off the competition. Adam Hamawi's race fundraised early and were able to get a lot of money. And then Adam was able to basically brand himself, define himself with all of that money before outside money could come in and define him in the most negative ways possible. Because it's a lot more difficult to represent someone in a negative manner once they've been able to reach a certain level in that television market, in that audience, and they've been able to showcase themselves in a positive light. So if a campaign is actually capable of fundraising a lot early on, that means that a lot of outside money will be scared to enter the race because they'll think it's going to be a waste. That's part of the reason why our initiative with Abdul, the push that we actually went in with Abdul, was very consequential because it was a huge lesson for AIPAC and also super PACs in general. They won't talk about how panicked they are, right? They won't talk about how panicked they are in the media. But behind closed doors, they must be freaking the fuck out because there's never been an instance where someone got outspent 12-1 and then defeated their opponent. It's not happened. This has never happened before. So that's a huge deal, I think, for a lot of others as well. It's so funny that the first thing the media did was immediately go after me and be like, well, you got to let go of this guy. This guy's bad news. This guy's bad news. And it's really funny because it's like, there's a real reason for why they're doing it. I mean, there's a multitude of different reasons, right? Obviously, it's a disciplining operation, right? That's first and foremost, because they can't yell at the voters, but they can yell at like someone who is expressing the needs of the voters. And it's really interesting because, like, the thing is, there are obviously outliers, right? There are obviously outliers. But the Abdul race is a great example of like outside expenditures dumping, front loading and dumping as much money as possible into a race, trying to define this opponent and failing to do so because the opponent was a media demon. Abdul was able to get a lot of earned media, not from mainstream outlets initially, but certainly from places like this one, Breaking Points, Drop Site, Zateo, many others. We all covered the race early on. We helped Abdul define himself, right? We played a role in allowing Abdul to be able to define himself. Like, not help is not the right word for some of these other platforms because they are, you know, independent media. They're not like affiliated in any way, shape, or form. But that was a huge deal. And I think that's part of the reason why mainstream media, backed by some of these like same corporate entities and same masters, is aggressively trying to stamp out independent media outlets, or at least like an outspoken spokesperson who operates sometimes like a campaign surrogate. That's it. That's my experience, at least. But it turns out my queen, my champion, Ilhan Omar, was on Caitlin Collins on CNN. And the question that she asked her was, do you view Hasan as a good campaign surrogate for Democrats? Now, I don't know what she said. I have no idea. I didn't even realize. But that's where we're going to first start. We're going to start off here on our journey.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of that, one person who had faced questions on that is Francesca Hong in Wisconsin. Can I ask you on another part of this, Congresswoman, and I hope you can still hear me, one powerful voice that has been a big topic of conversation is the left-wing streamer Hasan Piker. He's someone that you've campaigned alongside with.
Damn, look, see, no introduction that says anti-Semitic, not even controversial, just says left-wing streamer. That's it. That's right.
He put out a video backing your reelection today. There are moderate Democrats who have criticized Abdul El-Sayed for appearing on the campaign.
There's something so funny about, by the way, moderate Democrats getting mad at Ilhan Omar for campaigning with me. At that point, they have to figure out who do they hate more. You know what I mean? Like, who do the moderate Democrats hate more, me or Ilhan Omar? I don't know. Because this one, no, Caitlin Collins doesn't hate me. No, I've met her. I've had conversations with her in the past. Like, she's chill. But it is funny to think, like, in my mind, who would a moderate Democrat, if there was an opportunity to like take out me or Ilhan Omar, I don't know if moderate Democrats would be able to choose between the two. They try to hit both buttons. Dr. Abdul said, hey, I've worked in public health and I'd like to discuss the inequities in our healthcare system. CNN reporter, is Hasan Piker like your best friend or your second best friend? It is a very McCarthy-style interview, though. CNN anchor, are you now or have you ever been an associate of the known communist and terrorist sympathizer Hasan Piker? Do you disavow Hasan Piker and his known communist and terroristic ways? That's a great tweet. That's funny. When Jesse Waters defended you on the first rally with
Michigan
Abdul?
Senate candidate Abdul El Sayed inviting Hasan Piker to a rally yesterday, refusing to condemn any of Piker's pathetic beliefs.
It's funny that we're like nothing has changed. Let the radical Mao-loving communist Hasan Piker speak so long as he can resist the urge to call for the death of his political opponents. Universities do this to TPUSA often and blame some admin error, etc. It's wrong. Let him speak. Let conservatives speak peacefully. I mean, it doesn't even, like Andrew Colvett has no motion. It doesn't even matter. He's just covering his bases because he realizes so many Republicans have been like excited at the prospect of me getting canceled, at my speech getting canceled at UW. You are more of a threat to them because you can mix with white America. They don't have to other. No, I thought I could. Why don't they just hand Piker suitcases full of cash? Only the terminally online would know who he was if CNN didn't cover him like it's a world war. This is a thing that I also see. This is a thing that I also see from people, and I find it very strange. Like, people are like speculating, oh, this is gangbusters for him. I bet he's loving it. It's like, no, I'm not. Okay. I promise you, like, I put on a strong face, right? But no, it's not great to be consistently called a terrorist, an anti-Semite. Now they're saying I'm anti-black, I'm a woman hater, like all of this stuff. They're literally on the one hand saying I'm too woke, and also on the other hand, without even stopping to revel in the irony, saying that I'm fucking anti-woke. And it's crazy because I get none of the benefits. Imagine if I was this centrist guy who is, too woke for the anti-wokes and too against woke for the wokes. I would probably be able to find myself in this weird centrist Goldilocks zone, right? Nope. You're only experiencing a pinky of what our Queen Britney had to endure. I agree. It's true. Free Britney. Free me. Free you. So you're a centrist then? No, man, I'm not a centrist. Anyway, let's see. So Caitlin Collins asks Ilhan Omar, do you think he's a good campaign surrogate? Let's see what she had to say.
Trail with him. What's your view of that criticism?
I mean, people, in a free country, people can have opinions about people who campaign with candidates. I certainly had my own criticisms of folks who campaigned, folks that were on the top of the ticket for us in 2024. Ultimately, we all put our heads down, try to get to voters, have the conversations that are necessary, because we're not able to have any kind of the changes that we want until we win. And so everybody's trying to do the best that they can to try to get their message out and campaign with whoever that they think can help them do that. Sometimes not everybody's going to agree the kind of messenger that you use, but it's ultimately the decisions that campaigns have to make. I know those decisions are not easy every single time, but they are decisions that are necessary in order for you to figure out what your coalition looks like.
Do you view Hasan Piker as a good campaign surrogate for Democrats?
Well, I don't know about all Democrats, but certainly for those of us who represent younger demographics, he does have a certain reach. When I was on his podcast, when he was in my district doing Metro Search, and, he will be, I think, back here in Minnesota. People who oftentimes are not tuned in, people who have lost hope in the electoral process, are starting to pay attention and are tuning in. And we see a lot more volunteers coming out to our campaign headquarters because they hear Hasan say it's important for you to get involved. And even though they might have not voted in a couple of election cycles, they are paying attention now. And in a primary, when people just know about November elections, it is important to have as many messengers as possible.
Yep. Notice how Caitlin Collins doesn't push back as much compared to someone like Dana Bash or Tapper. Yeah, I mean, because she's just asking the question on whether or not I am an adequate campaign surrogate and why, why, because this is a way to inform the audience. This is a way to inform the CNN audience to be like, why are these politicians still like actively seeking out why are politicians actively seeking out like my surrogacy, I guess, if you want to call it that? And like, there's a reason for it. And like, of course, if it wasn't successful, if it wasn't helpful, they don't owe me anything. Why the fuck would they invite me? It doesn't even help me anyway. But yeah, Caitlin Collins is doing the right thing. This is like, asking a regular question without trying to set up like a gotcha. It's framed as a serious question. It's framed as a cutting question, but it's not like a gotcha to follow up and be like, well, don't you feel like you're a hater of all Jewish people? Don't you feel like you want to put all Jewish people in prison if you have found a centrist Dems reaction?
Losing? Nobody ever wants to vote for us. Oh.
Hi there, I'm somebody everybody wants to vote for.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! Leave! 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 Leave!
I was just trying to make things more affordable for people.
What? It's what they want. I'm doing what the people want. I don't understand. But the people want it. If we give it to them, they'll vote. Okay. All right. Okay, dude, I'm leaving.
Don't you say those words around here! Don't you ever say those
I'm
words!
still gonna run though. I'm probably gonna win. It would have been a lot easier if we worked together. All right, I'm leaving. Why are we always losing? Nobody ever.
Yeah. They hate victory. I can't believe they got Center for American Progress headquarters. They got a camera in there. Turning Point USA got paid for doing what you did and didn't get all the pylon you're receiving. Yeah, that's precisely the reason why. That is precisely the reason why everyone is coming after me. The fuck do you mean? That's the whole point. Because Turning Point USA was a paid operation and it was a part of the Republican Party. I'm not. Contrary to what people... Contrary to what people who want to present themselves as like more radical than me try to actively claim in an effort to, boost their profile, I guess. Contrary to that, I'm not affiliated with the Democratic Party. You know what I mean? I'm not a part of the establishment. I'm not like, I do this on my own. This is self-funded. This operation is entirely self-funded by you, the viewers, for you, the viewers. Your voluntary contributions in the form of a Twitch Prime, which is free, or a $6 a month subscription is what keeps this going. I spend my own money when I'm flying around. I don't get paid by campaigns. We also end up fundraising for campaigns as well. Many of you go out and take time out of your busy schedules to go and door knock and phone bank for candidates. So I think that's the real threat. The real threat is that most people in the media and most people that do this kind of stuff, they do it for money. And if you do it for money, you're controllable. If you do it for money, you'll do it for anybody, right? You won't do it just for people that you trust. You won't do it just for people that you have faith in. You'll do it for anybody who pays you. And that's the norm. There's never been a situation where you have an ideologue. There's never been a situation where you've had someone who actually believes in the shit that they're saying, who's mobilizing people who also believe in that same cause and is willing to throw their weight around. Do you understand? Visvim Vandal. Goddamn. We got fashion heads in here too. Shout out Visvim Vandal. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy that the GOP convention is going to target 3 figures, right? And it's like 2 of these guys are running to bring back the Senate majority to the Democrats. And then the other guy is me. I find that very strange. I find that pretty insane, right? I'm not running for anything. I have no intention to run for anything. But I guess it's all right because, like I said, I can tank it. I can sit here and eat it all day. I have been for years. And I'm drawing all the aggro. I'm drawing all the aggro away from other wonderful candidates that are all around the country. Instead of yelling at their tweets from 2018, they just talk about, my comments, my jokes, my memes, and my very sincere moments as well. And it is very strange. It is a very strange thing that they're doing, and I don't think it's going to work. I just wish that I had a little bit more support from the institutional side of the liberal Democratic Party. This is the next clip that's going to be spread. Yeah, I saw. Elon Musk was highlighting it. This is so funny to me. They're literally taking shit. They're taking shit and like, this is something that was peak, right? The Great Replacement. This is me making a joke about the Great Replacement and making fun of people who believe in it sincerely. But nowadays, because people are much more insane on the timeline, they're now like, oh no, he's like revealing his plan. Right? So it's funny. On the one hand, the same Republicans are saying, I'm actually, promoting the Great Replacement. I'm saying like white genocide is real and happening and it's good. On the other hand, they're saying I'm anti-black. And it's usually the same accounts. Now, this one came, I believe, from Rape Tone, generational rapist Tone. I assume it's like probably DGG or someone that gave him the clip, because I don't think he went back and found a clip from 2018 that's like cut this way, But yeah, Elon Musk is, the preeminent cuck fetishist. He responded to it. So old Hassan clip resurfaces Rape Tone. We want more immigrants to come into your countries, and they're going to fuck your sisters and then your daughters. We're going to destroy the white race, bitch. And it's so funny. They're like, why can't this guy get banned? It's like, well, first of all, that's not how this works. Okay. Perhaps Elon is more mad about this than others, despite the fact that he himself is an immigrant, but a white one, because this hits close to home for him. I've done nothing of the sort, for the record, but he might think otherwise. You know what I mean? I think they're starting to view you as brown, not white or black. Hence why you hate both races. Yeah. On the one hand, they say I'm anti-white. On the other, they say I'm anti-black. And it's the same account saying it. Yeah, Elon Musk, why does Twitch have this double standard? To which I responded with, because I'm making fun of dumbasses like you who think the white genocide is real here and it's not a real concept, whereas Asmongold demanded border police shoot and kill children. Which is a real thing that's going on. Oh Lord, Hasan is being turned into Indian. Yeah, but the Muslim kind. The clip originated from the stalker account, Diddy Dan's second day account. It's even more obvious you're joking in the full clip. Yeah, this is the 54-second long OG version of it. This is a clip from Hasan Plans the Destruction of the White Race. That's the title of it. It's from 8 years ago. Okay, this is a clip from 8 years ago. I'm doing the zoom in. Anytime, you know, Asmongold gets banned or anytime someone gets banned, they always go back and they're like, well, what can we find about Hasan? It's always the but Hasan equation, right? So Hutch is giving you tips. If Hasan actually cared about the movement he's trying to foster, he would text every candidate he appear with, tell them to fully toss him under the bus. It would help them win elections. Wow, thank you, Hutch. That's really good advice, man. That's really good advice. I like that Jose and all of these guys are not even like remotely subtle about this, where they just like search. They search like anything they can to be like, well, Republicans are going to use this clip against him. And it's like, bitch, you're doing it. Like, it's not Republicans. It's you. It's originating from you. It's not originating from the Republicans. You're the one who's actively trying to find clips so that Republicans can use them because you don't care about anything. You don't care about Democrats winning at all. You've just completely lost your damn mind. You're like singularly focused. It's Hasan derangement syndrome. No, it's not Jose from YouTube. This is another one. This is another one of these like weirdo fucking liberals that has lost their dang minds. Like, yeah, and it almost always originates from this fucking dipshit. Always. And their entire goal now, it's so funny. They don't care about Abdul winning at all. They openly say they don't care about Abdul winning. They just want Abdul al-Sayed to come out and be like, I disavow Hasan. So they think that they can get a fucking W there. This is the difference. They think about eliminating who they perceive to be an op online. I care about this movement. I care about getting people elected that are going to improve people's lives. That is the problem. They will never understand this. These people will never understand this. They don't have any goals at all. They're simple mercenaries. And for some, it's just about exercising their own personal grievance. For Rape Tone, who is a right-winger who, you know, in his own personal court case, openly admitted that he was grifting to the right because he wanted to make money. He straight up had a court case, a civil domestic violence court case where he received a restraining order from his partner who he had sexually assaulted, who he was like stalking and harassing, right? This is the guy. That's the guy, Rape Tone. He lost that court case. He can't have firearms for 10 years in the state of Texas. That's how significant this penalty is, right? All you care about is Islam, not American values, says Dabbot. Can you present to me what you perceive as like caring about Islam and not American values? Because I assume in your mind, like Islam is this backwards conservative religion, right? Like that's how you perceive it. Who do you think is closer to that cartoonish depiction of Islam in the United States of America? Someone who is pro-LGBTQ unconditionally, someone who wants to give everybody health care, someone who is a feminist, or, again, who's closer to that cartoonish depiction of Islam? Someone who is a white evangelical Protestant who wants to, throw women in jail for getting abortions, want women to stay in the fucking kitchen. They never are able to respond to this. Like they'll say with Ilhan Omar, they'll be like, Ilhan Omar, it's a religion of hate. Look, it's a religion of hate. Buddy, are you talking about evangelical Protestantism, or are you talking about Islam? The question is, people have a very personal way of practicing their faith. I just think everyone should be able to do it as long as it doesn't impede on other people's freedoms. Right? That's my assumption. That's my assessment. That's what I believe in. I don't care what you believe in. It's fine. As long as it doesn't harm others, it's great. But anyway, getting back to the story, this is the new viral hit, right, from yesterday on Elon Musk's neo-Nazi website. 10-second clip. Let's take a look at that first. It comes from Rape Tone, ironically enough, who is a literal, court-anointed rapist. Just remember that.
Keep bringing in immigrants in this country on purpose, just so they can fuck your sister, and then maybe even your daughter. We're gonna destroy the white race, bitch. That's what we're here to do.
So that's a clip from 8 years ago. You can tell from my fucking voice. Let's take a look at the full clip.
We're gonna keep bringing in immigrants in this country on purpose, just so they can fuck your sister, and then maybe even your daughter in the future. We're gonna destroy the white race, bitch. That's what we're here to do. Does that scare you, dog? Are you afraid? You should be afraid. You should be very afraid. Because the immigrants, they're coming. And you know what? They can actually dance to a beat, unlike your fucking mayo ass. Okay? Irresistible. Irresistible. They will charm the pants off of your mom. They will charm the pants off of your sister. It's over, dude. It's a fucking wrap, dude.
So, once again, it's obviously, the dancing bit is how I know it's a joke. Come on, dude. It's not a real concept. White genocide is fake. It's not real. The Great Replacement is obviously not a real thing. Okay? It's not. What these guys oppose is miscegenation because they're white supremacists. There's no way to, whiteness is purity, is genetic purity politics. And the only way to create genetic purity is if you make it illegal for people to consensually engage in the act of miscegenation. There was a time and place in this country where it was illegal. We had anti-miscegenation laws. We've moved past that point, but these guys want to roll the clock back. That's it. And that's precisely what I'm joking about here, where I'm saying, yeah, really? You think white genocide is real? You think the Great Replacement is coming? Yep, that's right. We're deliberately coming to the country and dancing with our salsa hips. You know what's even funnier? Rape Tone's ex is Mexican. Yeah. This clip offends me, but it's due to the cringe level. I mean, it's fine. I think it's still less cringe than believing in the Great Replacement. But it's really funny because this is currently a meta on TikTok. All these crazy white supremacist content creators will go up to immigrants or brown people in Europe, in the UK and stuff, and they'll rage bait them in the same way. So I was 8 years ahead of the game, baby. It is very funny that they're looking at this and be like, terrifying. This is fucking terrifying, dude. What the hell? For the olds, make sure you say trend and not meta. For the olds and the young, this is what I got to say.
Legalize comedy.
Okay. Oh, is that funny? Oh, that's funny to you? Well, in my worldview, I think all immigrants are raping white people. Like, then it's not so funny for me. It's like, okay, well, that's your problem. Like, you're a psycho. What do you mean? The fuck? You know what I mean? Kind of feels like that's a you issue, you know? It's true, and thanks for clarifying that. But I guess people will see it and be like, "Wow, that's it." He admitted his secret goal or something. I don't fucking know. It's kind of wild. Was your voice really that high pitched? It's a different mic. It's a different mic, but I also wonder if my voice has gotten more yeah, the Epstein clip complex is supplying Republican smear campaigns to try and hate on you. It's fine. I still think it's going to backfire. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, the truth is the truth, right? At the end of the day, these are the same concepts that I've been fighting for years, for decades. And for every 10 people that look at this and go, oh my God, how dare he say this? There's going to be 5 that go, you know what? I'm going to check this guy out to see what he's about. And then when you come in here, you realize very quickly what I'm about. And you realize that these fucking clips are totally insane. Unless you're a hyper reactionary, at which point you probably won't like me, right? I think part of it is also like if the American Deserve 9/11 clip didn't take you down, these are small fry. Yeah, I mean it's just fucking bullshit. It's all bullshit. Right? There's no saving you if you're hyper reactionary. Yeah. No, for sure. That's not entirely true. I mean I work to, solve that problem. Fact checking 3 competitive Senate races. What is this? I've spent years hunting terrorists and bringing Osama bin Laden to justice. Never in a million years did I think I'd be running against someone who believes America deserved 9/11. Mr. Rogers issued an incendiary statement about his opponent, Dr. Abdul al-Sayed. The New York Times was unable to find an example of Sayed stating that he believes America deserved 9/11 attacks, and the Rogers campaign did not respond to questions. In the statement, Mr. Rogers also echoed a number of other attacks by Republicans that trafficked in anti-Muslim sentiment. There's no evidence that Dr. al-Sayed has said that America deserved 9/11. On the contrary, Democratic nominee wrote in his 2020 book that the attack devastated me and called it craven. Mr. Rogers might have been referring to comments made and retracted by Hassan Piker, a left-wing political commentator who supports Dr. al-Sayed's candidacy. Piker was reacting to a 2019 podcast interview featuring Representative Dan Crenshaw of Texas while discussing what motivated the September 11 attacks. Mr. Crenshaw expressed skepticism of the view that U.S. actions in the Middle East have been to blame and argued instead that a fundamentalist ideology had played a larger role. Mr. Piker, appearing on Twitch, a live stream platform, objected vehemently, said, "That's so insane." Those comments immediately incited controversy and led to a 1-week suspension on Twitch. Asked that month if he meant what he said, Mr. Piker responded, "No, obviously not," and then added that he'd been expressing frustration with Mr. Crenshaw's comments. Mr. Piker argued that his comments had been taken out of context and that he'd been voicing a not so uncommon view that foreign policy decisions had destabilized the Middle East and had a direct consequence in leading to September 11. "I know I was inappropriate," he said of his remarks. In an April interview on Fox News, Dr. al-Sayed addressed Mr. Piker's remarks saying, "Of course I don't think 9/11 was justified. Because you appear with somebody doesn't mean you agree with them on everything." That's actually a remarkable level of context. W New York Times is something that I did not think I would be saying. Wow. Truk, I guess. That's pretty cool. That's a very rare W from the New York Times. Yeah, credit to Linda. Respect, Linda.
I said we totally did. We brought it upon ourselves. That was what that was what the follow-up was. So even in that immediate moment, it's like pretty obvious what I was referencing. That's more context than even you've ever given in the clip in the near 6 years I watched you. Yeah. The New York Times got my back, I guess. Let's go. That's how you know I'm compromised. That's how you know I'm an op. That's how you know I've turned. I'm now a part of the Democratic Party machine. When the New York Times is no longer leaning into smears. My mother told me months ago she thinks you'll be assassinated. Okay, well, that's an insane thing to think and also, you know, bring out here. You know, that's a wild. Doesn't feel great to hear it. You know, that's definitely. Thank you for sharing. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah. That's cool that the New York Times offered that context. And now you have context for this. If you see this clip outside in the world and people are blasting it, now you know. Now you know where it comes from. Okay? How do I download this clip? I don't even know how to fucking download clips. But yeah.
All of your cheek.
Is not insane at all. What are you guys? Shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus Christ. What the fuck's wrong with you? It's not insane at all. I fully expect you to be assassinated and I've been freaking out about it. I wish you'd take more security measures. What the fuck's wrong with you, man? Be fucking normal, dude. Keep that shit to your damn self, please. Holy fuck. God damn. Some of these are inside thoughts, okay? Wait. I didn't see the context. How can I see your explanation again? Easy. Just subscribe. Now motherfuckers are saying I'm being selfish. I need to beef up my security. You don't know what kind of security initiatives I have. Okay? Why would I reveal what kind of security I have? Like, what is going on here, man? Can we just stop being so fucking parasocial, please? For the love of Christ and all things holy, for the love of Allah, please. Just can we stop doing this? This is one of the problems with this medium. It's just like it's so interactive. Sometimes it's too interactive. You know what I mean? Motherfucker says stop being selfish and beef up your security. One, how is that selfish or not? Two, like I get it, you care about me, but you're being ridiculous. So please stop. Stop freaking out.
We're gonna
freaking me out. Anyway, can I start a petition for Friend Slot Fridays? It was so much fun. I loved Friend Slot Fridays. What happened? Does someone say he's going to get shot? Not someone. Many people. Many people are now sincerely talking about how it's an inevitability that I will get murdered, which is a crazy thing to fucking hear. Not a great thing to hear, okay? Not nice. Anyway.
Yeah. What was really funny about Elon Musk's response, by the way, and he's still going at it, is that he goes, he did say that. Is this true? The clip is authentic. Hassan Piker said nearly identical lines. Immigrants gonna fuck your sisters or your daughters. We're gonna destroy the white race bitch in an early Twitch stream. Okay? In an early Twitch stream from 2018 with matching visuals of his younger appearance and close-up zoom style. Fan archives that resurfaced that framed the exaggerated delivery as comedic hyperbole, satirizing great replacement fears, not a literal policy statement. No full original VOD is publicly available. And it's really funny because Elon, I guess, didn't fucking see what Grok was saying. Because Grok dunked on you, you fucking idiot. The whole point is I'm satirizing the great replacement fears. As someone who grokked it and ChatGPT'd it, and Grok was the one who said, it's a great satire, and that's what's going on. You know, it's like, Elon, you made the Grok. Why don't you read it? But it is funny that they're going through my controversies over and over again. I have the VOD. Erob221 mom. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's out there somewhere. I don't know why you're like, I have the VOD. I have the full context of the clip. I showed it. Debate Erob first. No, I will never debate him. His mental prowess puts fear in my heart. Okay, he will fucking destroy me. He will reveal that I am a charlatan. These conversations happening one after the other in the same exact spot.
This is descending into Lord of the Flies.
Ooh, who do you think Piggy is? Be so for real.
Ooh, Austin.
Austin. He's out. We'd murder him and eat him.
I think I would cannibalize Austin even if we were okay, you know? We hadn't reached that point.
Yeah.
He would be popping off. I'd be like, you know what? That's enough.
Someone pointed out that Hassan is more food.
Just quickly, Hassan, there's going to be a time when tough decisions have to be made in this game.
Okay, so we're killing Austin, right?
What? I'm right here.
All right, let's get across that bridge.
What are you talking about?
Tough decisions are going to have to be made.
Well, let's get rid of one of the women. I don't know why we would do that.
There's no place for misogyny around these parts, mister.
I'm not being misogynistic. I'm just saying one of the women we should, you know?
Oh, so women are dead weight, huh?
No. I just think that they're I think that they would get rid of us. So we have to get rid of them first, right?
What is this? It's funny because they were, apparently. This was really funny, yeah.
Grab, use, throw, drop it.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. What? Okay, I'm gonna kick this motherfucker.
Why did you do that?
Fuck you.
No!
Fuck you and fuck that music.
Austin, we needed that for the game.
Austin, we literally can't do the next challenge without it.
We can't get the next baby.
What?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I cannot believe you just did that, bro.
You can't believe you did that.
It's so funny. He just kicked it. He's just like, fuck this music. This makes me excited for my 30s. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's get back to real shit. Let's get back to the real world. Fox News will clip anything. Guys, this is not a real clip, by the way.
Uppies! Come on.
Uppies!
That is controversial and far left streamer Hassan Piker, who has built a platform.
I'm just gonna retweet it though. All right, I gotta pee. Let's get to the Sky News. This clip did numbers.
Abdul El Sayed